Welcome to another day of a year in miracles. Today we are on A Course in Miracles workbook lesson 129. And I'm going to ask you to open your mind a little bit on this one because this is going to introduce something to you that you might think is a bit unbelievable, but I'm going to jump right in. Today's lesson is, beyond this world, there is a world I want. This is the thought that follows from the one we practiced yesterday. You cannot stop with the idea the world is worthless, for unless you see that there is something else to hope for, you will only be depressed. Our emphasis is not on giving up the world, but on exchanging it for what is far more satisfying, filled with joy and capable of offering you peace. Think this world can offer that to you? It might be worth a little time to think once more about the value of this world. Perhaps you will concede there is no loss in letting go all thought of value here. The world you see is merciless indeed, unstable, cruel, unconcerned with you, quick to avenge, and pitiless with hate. It gives but to rescind, and takes away all things that you have cherished for a while. No lasting love is found, for none is here. This is the world of time, where all things end. Is it a loss to find a world instead where losing is impossible, where love endures forever? Hate cannot exist, and vengeance has no meaning. Is it lost to find all things you really want and know they have no ending and they will remain exactly as you want them throughout time? Yet even they will be exchanged at last for what we cannot speak of. For you go from there to where words fail entirely, into a silence where the language is unspoken and yet surely understood. Communication, unambiguous and plain as day, remains unlimited for all eternity. And God himself speaks to his Son as his Son speaks to him. Their language has no words, for what they say cannot be symbolized. Their knowledge is direct and wholly shared and wholly one. How far away from this are you who stay bound to this world? And yet how near are you when you exchange it for the world you want? Now is the last step certain. Now you stand an instant's space away from timelessness. Here you can but look forward, never back to see again the world you do not want. Here is the world that comes to take its place. As you unbind your mind from little things, the world sets forth to keep you prisoner. Value them not, and they will disappear. Esteem them, and they will seem real to you. Such is the choice. What loss can be for you in choosing not to value nothingness? This world holds nothing that you really want, but what you choose instead, you want indeed. Let it be given you today. It waits but for your choosing it, to take the place of all the things you seek but do not want. Practice your willingness to make this change, 10 minutes in the morning and at night, and once more in between. Begin with this. Beyond this world, there is a world I want. I choose to see that world instead of this, for here is nothing that I really want. Then close your eyes upon the world you see, and in the silent darkness, watch the lights that are not of this world light one by one, until where one begins, another ends, loses all meaning as they blend in one. Today the lights of heaven bend to you to shine upon your eyelids as you rest beyond the world of darkness. Here is light your eyes cannot behold, and yet your mind can see it plainly and can understand. A day of grace is given you today, and we give thanks. This day we realize that what you feared to lose was only loss. Now do we understand there is no loss, for we have seen its opposite at last, and we are grateful that the choice is made. Remember your decision hourly and take a moment to confirm your choice by laying by whatever thoughts you have and dwelling briefly only upon this. The world I see holds nothing that I want. Beyond this world, there is a world I want. And that's it. Course in Miracles says it just takes a little willingness. A little willingness. You don't have to believe it. You just have to be willing to give it a try. This kind of reminds me, of the thought that at one point people thought the world was flat, right? And they thought that if they got too close to the edge, they would fall off. Can you imagine how terrified they were of going too far away from the center of the towns that they live in, thinking that they would fall off the end of the earth, of the world? And it's just because they didn't know. They didn't know what they didn't know. So A Course in Miracles is like that too. It's hard sometimes to let go of everything that you believe to be true about this world. But if you don't let go of it, you can't see beyond it, right? So it's just a little willingness to say, maybe there is another world I want. Something that is satisfying in truth and lasts forever, for eternity, right? So just to have a little willingness as all these lessons are asking for. You don't have to believe in them. You don't have to agree with them. Course in Miracles says you might even completely disagree with the lesson, but that doesn't matter. As long as you do the lessons and have a little willingness, that's all that matters. It'll work. So good morning, everyone. Great to see you here on the live feed this morning. And it's a beautiful sunny day here this morning. Good morning, Francine. Hey, sweetheart. Good to see you on the live feed. Good morning, Cindy. Hey, Claire. Good to see you here. Good morning, Colette. Oh, hi, my sissy, watching again on her way to work. Good to see all of you guys here. Hey, Bob. Good morning, Alberto. Good to see you here. Hey, Edmund. Good to see you here this morning. Good morning, Eugene. Hey, Janice. Nice to see you. I don't know if I pronounced your name correctly, but I gave it a good shot. Hi, Joseph. Good to see you here this morning. Hi, Sarah. Nice to see you. Yeah, it is inspiring, isn't it? It's inspiring to know that there's something more and that you don't have to buy into what this world is offering you. Good morning, Jim. Good to see you here on the live feed. Hey, Nell. Good to see you. Hi, Alicia. Yay. Good to see you on the live feed. Hey, Juan Carlos. Good to see you again. Good morning, Tony. Nice to see you here. Hey, Juan Carlos is joining from Mexico. Nice to have you here on the live feed. Hey, Claire. I know, believe, right? It just takes a little willingness. Hey, Marcella. Nice to see you here. Good morning, Varun. Good morning, Scott. Hey, Patty. So yeah, just practice this lesson today, workbook lesson 129. Beyond this world, there is a world I want. Because once you allow your mind to expand, more can come in. I think that's what gets me so excited about learning all of these things from A Course in Miracles and from so many other great teachers who are out there who've got such amazing information. Now even science is proving, right, that this goes on and forever and ever and ever and into eternity. And that it's all a matter of energy and our thought creating the energy. And there's so much space in between particles and it's really just nothingness, right? So it's fun to read these and then to have the scientific background that's kind of proving a lot of this too is a lot of fun to play with. And there's so much more, right? And that's the thing. Once you open your mind to allowing more to come in, more comes in. And then the excitement just grows when you realize that there's just so much more that you don't know. But as long as you keep yourself tied into, this little world and thinking that this is all there is, you won't let anything else in, right? You won't allow more to come into your awareness because you just got this fixed belief that this is all there is. So just allow your mind to open and expand and do the lessons. So I will see all of you guys here tomorrow morning if you want to join again for our next A Course in Miracles live lesson. But today, work on this one. Practice beyond this world, there is a world that I want. And And I hope you have a great time with this lesson. And feel free to post what's coming up for you in our private Facebook feed and group that we have, that we're sharing all these different things that are coming up, because it's starting to get really exciting. All right, guys, have a wonderful day. Thank you, Claire. Have a great day to you too. And I'll see you tomorrow morning. Bye, guys.